Hello everyone! Today we're traveling back more than 700 years to medieval France to meet Philippe de Vitry. He was born in 1291, probably in Vitry-en-Artois in northern France. We are not completely sure, because records from the Middle Ages are not always precise, but this is the place most often linked to his name. He lived during a time of great tumults in France. Kings fought for power, noble families competed for influence, and the kingdom was moving toward the long conflict we now call the 100 Years' War. During his lifetime, France also suffered from terrible crises, including the Black Death, a devastating plague that reached France in 1348, and violent riots and revolts in the cities and countryside. It was a world of castles, royal courts, church politics, fear, and uncertainty. Before Philippe de Vitry, music in France was mainly shaped by Gregorian chant, the tradition of troubadours and trouvères, and the early forms of polyphony developed at the Notre Dame school. Philippe de Vitry was not only a musician. He was also a poet, a scholar, a church leader, and a diplomat. But he is especially famous because he helped change the history of music. He is strongly connected with a new musical style called ars nova, which means new art in Latin. Let's discover 3 fascinating facts about the life of Philippe de Vitry. Fact number 1. He helped music count in new ways. Before Philippe de Vitry's time, medieval music often followed the older rhythmic rules of the art antiqua style. Many rhythms were based on groups of 3, because the number 3 was considered perfect and holy. But ars nova changed that. In the new style, composers could organize rhythms in groups of 3 or groups of 2. That may sound simple today, but at the time it was a big musical revolution. Imagine that, while listening to a song, you could only clap like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now imagine someone says, you can also clap 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Suddenly, music has many more possibilities. Philippe de Vitry is linked to a famous treatise called Ars Nova, which explained these new ideas about rhythm and notation. We should not say he invented every new rhythm himself. Music changes through many people. But he was one of the most important figures who helped explain, develop, and spread this new musical language. Furthermore, thanks to him, written music became much better at showing different note lengths. Composers could write rhythms down precisely, using early forms of eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. Fact number 2. He turned music into a clever polyphonic puzzle. Philippe de Vitry was especially important in a type of music called the motet. A motet is a piece with several voices singing at the same time. In the Middle Ages, different voices could even sing different words at the same time. Imagine one voice singing a sacred Latin text, while another voice sings a poem in French. It sounds surprising, but when it is well written, everything fits together. Philippe de Vitry used a special technique called isorhythm. That means a rhythm pattern is repeated again and again, sometimes while the melody changes. It is like using the same dance steps while changing the tune. One of the most famous motets linked to Philippe de Vitry is Gerrit Gallis in Nova Furt, which refers to the rooster, a symbol often connected with France. Some of his motets are connected with a famous medieval satire book called Les Romans de Fauvel. This story is about a strange horse named Fauvel, who represents greed, lies, vanity, and corruption. It mocked bad behavior in society and politics. Music connected to this story helped make the criticism even sharper and more entertaining. Around a dozen motets are often attributed to Philippe de Vitry, though scholars still discuss exactly which works are truly his. Something important to remember, his music was not only religious. Some pieces used sacred Latin texts, but medieval motets could also include political, poetic, or moral messages. Some works were connected to events, rulers, or ideas about society and power. Whether sacred or secular, his music was sophisticated, structured, and captivating. Fact number 3, he was a musician close to power. As a child, Philippe de Vitry probably grew up surrounded by church bells, Latin prayers, and the music of medieval France. We do not know many details about his early life, but he most likely received a strong education in a cathedral school, where young students learned Latin, religion, poetry, mathematics, and music. This kind of training helped him understand both words and rhythms. It prepared him to become not only a composer, but also one of the most respected thinkers of his time. This is why Philippe de Vitry was not just a composer. He was also an important man in French society. He served in royal and noble circles and worked as a diplomat. This means he carried messages, negotiated, and helped powerful people communicate. He served under French kings, including Charles IV and later rulers connected with the royal administration. He was the kind of educated person kings and nobles trusted. Here is an interesting anecdote. One of the most famous writers of the Middle Ages, the Italian poet Petrarch, admired Philippe de Vitry very much. Petrarch described him as a man of great intelligence and learning. Later in life, Philippe de Vitry became Bishop of Meaux, an important religious position near Paris. So his life brought together music, poetry, politics, religion, and royal service. That is why he marked history. He was not only writing music, he was helping shape the culture of his time. Philippe de Vitry died in 1361, probably in Meaux, France, where he was bishop. He lived to about 70 years old, which was quite a long life for the 14th century. Let's remember him with 3 fascinating facts. First, he helped music count in new ways and helped develop the Ars Nova style. Second, he turned music into a clever polyphonic puzzle. Third, he was a respected thinker who moved close to kings, poets, and bishops. And this is how this great composer changed the history of music forever. If you liked this video, please sign up to our YouTube channel to discover more fascinating stories of great musicians.